What's up, guys? I thought I'd make a video here that a lot of people seem to, or at least answer a question a lot of people seem to have asked me about a lot, which is the watches you guys always see me wearing. For those of you who have no idea what I'm talking about, they are Rockwell 50 millimeter watches. That's just what they're called. This one is in gunmetal, and you can see on the back, well, maybe you see in the back it says Rockwell 50 millimeter. See there? So these are the watches that I normally wear. They weigh about 15 ounces, so just shy of a pound. They're really heavy. The thing that I really like about them, number one, they don't come off as really ostentatious just because of their size. If you look at a lot of the Invicta models, they just are really out there and just scream, look at me, look at me. Whereas I don't think these do. I guess going back to the beginning, let's talk about how I began my relationship with Rockwell. I was a cab driver, and Mountain Dew's Dew Tour was in town, which you have no idea what that is. It is the Mountain Dew's version of the X Games. I don't know if they still do it, but at the time, it was a big thing. The top prize at the Dew Tour for that year was this watch in all gold with some engravings on it. I don't have a photo of it, but I'm certain if you Google it, you can probably find it. All around the edge, there were engravings and stuff on it. While I was driving a cab, I think I might have just started getting into stand-up. If I had, it was very early on. By the way, in case you were wondering, this one is called the Rook, and it needs a new battery, as you can tell. But I really liked it because it was like gunmetal and plaid. I just really liked the plaid thing, and I love that it was like a tank tread. I don't wear it hardly enough. I need to wear it more. The clasp is a little difficult to put on. The butterfly clasp on the 50 millimeter is way easier. Like, it's that easy to put on. Plus, it's super comfy, so that's why I typically wear it. While I was driving my cab, a guy got in my car. Some of my boxes are a little torn up. That's sorry. This one's a little torn. Normally they look like that, just, or maybe this one, yeah, But in shipping them back and forth and stuff, like they've replaced some batteries for me. Once or twice I've knocked them against walls or something accidentally. Like this one over here has I've got a little chip in it somewhere. There we go. I don't know if you can see it, but near the 1 o'clock. It's got a little tiny chip on the thing. But every so often I've sent them back and they've fixed them for me, no questions asked. I don't know if that's normal or if they just do it for me. They've always taken care of me. So one of the things I've noticed, if you've ever held one of the larger Invictas, the watch bands seem, I don't know, they almost feel hollow. But these feel very substantial. So I wish I've got an Invicta that I'll show you guys in another video, but you'll see. The bands just sound cheap. Or like the Nixon 5130. It's a big face watch with a normal size watch band on it. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Whereas the band looks like it matches the watch, because it does. I mean, I guess if you really wanted to change the band to something else, you probably couldn't. So there's, I guess pluses and negatives to it. But anyway, so when I was driving, a guy got in my cab wearing this watch. And I was like, holy shit, man, that's a nice watch. And he's like, thank you. I make them. And I was like, dude, that's awesome. So we just started talking about watches. I had like a 45-minute ride with him from like downtown to the airport. And we just talked watches, man. I was just like, I told him how I like Tag. At the time, I didn't like Rolex. He thought Tag was like a $200 watch with $2,000 worth of advertising behind it, which, to be fair, kind of understandable. Like, if you look at some of their clasps with if you look at a $2,000 Tag, they have like a similar clasp to like a $200 watch. So, totally get it. I think my only complaint about these watches, I guess it could go either way. They're quartz. I really like the look of an automatic secondhand, which is sweeping. I wish they would make one in an automatic. But the quartz movement, super reliable. It's always accurate. I could put one of these watches in a box, and like I don't wear the rose gold one very often. I save it for like special occasions, you know, but I could put this thing in its box and leave it there for a month, maybe 2, come back, and it's still like the exact right time. The first one of these I had was all black. It was black on black on black, and I had trouble reading it in low light. Whoop, there it goes. I got something like, I got a hat and a couple more sweatshirts. When I thought I was going to be on America's Got Talent, it's my favorite hoodie. I'm not just saying that because the Rockwell hoodies is the nicest hoodie I've ever had. And I really wanted to wear it on the show, but I know they won't let me wear something that has the branding on it. So I got 2 because the branding's not on the back, and I was just going to cut the plaid part out of one and put it on the front so that it would just be the plaid and not, but, you know. But at any rate, so I had the all black one, and then my house got broken into, and the only things they stole were my watch, which it was a freak show that I wasn't wearing it. It would be like, as much as I said I don't wear this one, imagine if it was the one day I wore this one and someone came in and broke in and took all of my 50 millimeters. Like, that's essentially what happened. I was wearing a watch my brother gave me because I was doing something with him, and then when I came back, they had broken in, stolen the only things of value that I had in the house, which were my one watch and my TV. It sucked, man. But so I reached out to him, and I was like, hey man, I don't have a lot of money because I just got broken into, but would you mind, you know, if I paid you for as much as I could for a watch, and then I'll get you more later? And he was like, just send me what you have and I'll take care of the rest, which was super nice of him. And this is the one that I got. This is the oldest one of my collection. It's a special edition, and I still wanted the all black, but with the gold, I can read it easier. And plus, the selling point for me, on the face it says perseverance, strength of heart, strength of mind, which, if you guys know me at all, that's it speaks volumes to me, and it's why, you know, it's why I do what I do. It's why I do stand up and stuff. So I wear this one a lot, and it means the world to me, this particular one. Let me point out some things about these watches that I didn't notice the first one I had. So if you look at the side, this is brushed, whereas this is polished. And if you look at the links, these are brushed and these are polished. And the center links are ceramic. They used to have, I got one of these for my brother that's black with white ceramic, and it looks amazing. Much like this white ceramic looks great. But they stopped carrying stuff that has white ceramic on it. So my brother has one that looks like a panda, and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful watch, but I don't think he ever wears it. So this rose gold one, I really, really like. I accidentally scratched it. There's a scratch. You can see it right there. It's the one scratch I put on the watch. I was reaching down behind a glass table, and I lifted up and caught, I mean, look how tall that is. This is one of the problems with, I love the design of the watch, and it fits my wrist perfectly. Like, I got a big wrist, I guess, but it fits my wrist perfectly. And I was picking up something beneath a glass table, and when I lift it up, I'm clumsy, all right? I'm pretty clumsy. So, I mean, the fact that I've had that one for years, and the only little thing on it is one nick on the ceramic says a lot, and this one has the one scratch. I basically lifted up a glass table with my watch, and it went down the brush side. Like, I could feel it and hear it catching every groove in the brushing. And then I looked, and it's like this one spot that's, I mean, I don't know if it's still gold right there, because I mean, it's a stainless steel watch that's got a gold plating. It's a really thick gold plating, but I love it. Honestly, I've debated trying to get the all gold one, but I feel like that might be a little ostentatious, and I don't know if that would work with me. This one matches my skin tone fairly well, and it doesn't really jump out at people like you think it would. So I enjoy wearing this. But yeah, so that's my collection. They sent me a t-shirt, and oh, I didn't finish telling you the story. So we chatted watches for forever, we exchanged information, and we became, you know, the owner of the company and I basically became pen pals, and we've been talking for, I mean, it's got to be the better part of a decade at this point, and he just slowly followed my comedy career, and he was like, he gave me a discount on the first watch that I bought, the all black one, and then some things he sent me for free, like t-shirts and stuff. That Rook watch they were discontinuing, so he gave me that for free. The rest of them, it's all been like he sold it to me at a discount, so I've been able to give a couple to friends and such. I've got like 3 or 4 friends that I've given watches to. I gave one to my brother. This is cool. When I reached out to ask him if I can get a couple hoodies to modify, he let me pick out a couple other things, and one of the things I picked out was a dress shirt, because sometimes I like to wear dress shirts on stage, and I thought it'd be cool. I haven't even opened it yet, so I have no idea. I did see, this is like a magnetic flap, which is cool. Let's see. Come on, that's cool. You must be a savage if you choose a shirt as sick as this one. That's so cool. The Titan. Come on. That's cool. That's super cool packaging. I'm gonna wear that tonight to my Christmas party. But at any rate, that's it. You guys always seem to, whenever you see me wearing one in a video, you're like, what is that? Or you see me out, you're like, what kind of watch is that? I say Rockwell, and most people are like, huh? They're made in Utah, so they are American made, and you know, I just think they're really cool. Anyway, hope you guys dig that. So like the video or whatever, or don't. But there you have it. Anyway, like the video. Chat with you guys later. Bye.
Love it.